What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to T3G, and today we're doing another tech video. We haven't done, I don't believe we've done a build in a while. That's what we're bringing you today, and obviously, as the title says, we're going to be building a system. It is for my nephew. We're just trying to get him back up. He doesn't have a big budget, so we have purchased some things and reusing some things. So that's what you're seeing here on the desk. Let's go over some of the things that we are going to be using in this build. Come on. Let's start right away over here. This is a OCZ. Can we focus on that? This is a OCZ Vertex 4 128 gigabyte SSD. Now, Motherboard just recently, or more recent, is that even proper English there? Recently did a video talking about storage and purchasing devices for the Christmas holidays, purchasing new devices and properly getting the right storage. Do not get a 128 gig SSD anymore, even if you are using it for an operating system. The only reason we're doing this right now is because this is what was lying around, and at the moment he wasn't able to purchase a new one. We will upgrade this later on with a 480 or 512, depending on what we are able to find price wise. 256 is okay, but I like to stick a little above that. 128 is just not enough, and I know there's going to be arguments about that, but I'm just going to say that outright right now. Over here to the right, or to your right, my left, we have a 7870 XFX AMD card. It's an older card. It's a 2 gig model. I just recently upgraded this with a RX 480. You guys probably have seen that video. If not, you will see that video. It's a good card. It'll do what he needs it to do, at least for now. He will also upgrade that most likely to a 470 with the 8 gigabyte edition, but for now this will hold him over until he's able to get that. Once again, something I had lying around and figure why not use it in the build for now to just get him up and running. He's just going to be browsing the internet mainly and also playing some games like Counter-Strike and World of Warcraft, so he should be good on that end. We here, also another thing I had lying around, this is a Phenom, AMD Phenom 2 965 processor. Once again, older CPU, quad core. It'll do for now. It'll be perfectly fine. Once again, it was just sitting there, so I figured we're going to be able to use this for now until he's able to upgrade that, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, how he'll be able to upgrade that. Another thing that we had lying around, still in its packaging, Motherboard was gracious enough to let him have this RAM. It's a 16 gig kit from Ripjaw, or from G-Skill. It's their Ripjaw X series. It's 16 gigs. It's only 1333 megahertz, but that doesn't really matter for him since he doesn't have a APU. He does have a dedicated GPU, so the 1333 is perfectly fine. 16 gigs, yes, he could have been okay with 8, but minimum requirements nowadays are 8 gigs. So if you're building a system, go with 16, and it's not even that much money, so just go with it. To cool the CPU, we reviewed this. I reviewed it personally. It's the Gamex 400 from Deepcool. We love it. It's great. It's cheap. It was a great deal when I picked it up, so this is where we're going to go with the cooling. I do have standard AMD coolers, but they're too loud. They're not good. This is going to be the way to go, and it wasn't that high of a price, so we're going to go with that for cooling for the CPU. For the case, as you can see, it's by DIY PC. It is their D480W model. Motherboard did a review on almost the exact same case. There's minor differences between the two. I will do a review on this case as well, but that is what we're going to be using. He likes white cases, so this is a white case. I believe that's what the W stands for. So that is the case that we're going to go with for that. And there is one more item, and the last item that wasn't sitting here is the 970 gaming from MSI. Now, he can go to an FX series CPU with this if he wants to switch from the 965 to something a little more current than that. The FX series is an old series, but it would be a slight upgrade maybe. I mean, people have done benchmarks and stuff like that, and there wasn't really a big upgrade from the Phenom to the FX, but still an upgrade, so he could do that. This was an phenomenal deal on Amazon. I don't know if it still is as of releasing this video. I picked it up for $75. This is normally a $95 to $100 board. Sometimes Sometimes you might have found it for 85, maybe 80. This was 75 on Amazon. I couldn't believe it. I jumped all over it. Yes, AMD is releasing the Zen CPUs during probably this month, if not February, as you're watching this. I'm recording this in December. We're releasing it in January. So this was what we wanted to get him going. He can always upgrade later on, but for now, this will do what he needs it to do. He can always keep the system the way it is and use it as a secondary system and build a new system later on. So 970 Gaming, you guys know that we love this motherboard, and that is the motherboard we are using for this build. So those are the components. Let's get into the build. Now you might be asking yourself, but you didn't mention the power supply, and I didn't. So there is a thermal take. It's the TR2 600 watt power supply. Now it's not bronze rated or anything, but it's literally a placement holder. He has one at his home. We're just going to use this to make sure all the equipment works and Windows is installed. I do want to mention this is a budget build, so it is a low budget system. Figure I put that out there since last time somebody decided to comment that. So it is a low budget system. So there it is, guys. Easy build, very good case. I can't wait to do my review on this one. Has some quirks, but overall perfect. Yeah, cable management up to par. System's all set. Now obviously the power stuff is now disconnected because we have tested, it's all good. We're gonna go ahead and when we get to his house, put in his power supply and he'll be all good to go. Once again, basic build, budget build. It's not supposed to be something badass, but it's gonna do the job for now. Didn't notice that I had a Hitachi 1TB hard drive, so instead of reusing the one he might have that he was using as an OS drive, we just tossed that in for it was lying around. It's always a good thing to know a tech person because they just might have some tech lying around. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. All our social media links are in the description below. Make sure to like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.